waters off Newfoundland and Labrador are some of the most breathtaking and challenging on the eastern seaboard. They provide a backdrop of a variety of recreational and commercial activity. Very often, the dangers of the marine environment are not fully appreciated, even by the knowledgeable, until it's too late. This is a story of just such a case.
I'm a Newfoundlander. I grew up on the water in my father's boat. So as a small boy, Papa had trouble keeping me out of the boat. I was comfortable around the water. I heard about people in boats being lost, but I guess I always thought deep down that those things happen to other people. I was well trained, level-headed, and had experience on the water. No, it was never going to happen to me, or so I thought, until that day in September. Myself and two buddies were going out to our cabins on an island across the bay. Our families were already there, and we were going out to meet them after our shifts to spend a couple of nights. We've done this 100 times. They were expecting us, and we were in a bit of a hurry to get underway to meet up with the crowd. We were really looking forward to a relaxing time at the cabin. So we set out. The weather forecast said the wind was supposed to pick up a bit from the south, and there might be some fog patches and rain showers in the area. But things looked good. The run would take us a little over an hour. We were wearing our floater suits and jacket like we usually did, but John didn't have his jacket zipped up. I guess he found it kind of warm. I really wish I'd made him zip it up. The boat was equipped with all the Coast Guard approved gear we were supposed to carry, and we had no problems with any of it before. The outboard worked well, and we had spare gas just in case. Everything was going just like scheduled, but when we got outside into the bay, we realized it was a lot rougher than we had thought. The wind was pretty steady though from the south, and we decided to carry on, keeping an eye on the waves so we could dodge in somewhere if it got too rough. We were doing just fine until the engine died. Some dirt or something in the fuel line, I guess.
I can check these gas tanks. They're both full. Get it out of your hands if you got to. Come on, John. Boys, there's big waves coming in. All right. Come on, John, look. Give me a shot of that. You go on back and bail.
I didn't have much luck trying to get it started again.
Frank, take off your boots. You all right?
I got my boots off.
Grab a hold of the keel.
I'm hanging on tight.
Where's John?
John!
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 Where are you, John?
John! John! John!
John!
John! Good day, search and rescue.
Yes, I'm calling to report my husband's boat is overdue.
Could I have your name and phone number, please?
Yes, it's Charlene Vatcher, 682-2095.
All right, and your husband's name?
Chris Vatcher.
When's the last time that you were in contact with him?
He called me on the cellular phone just before they left at noon today. They were leaving from Kings Cove, Bonavista Bay. That's where we live. They were coming out to the cabin here on Deer Island, Bonavista Bay.
How long does that normally take for the transit?
Only about an hour.
That's why I'm worried. They should have been here long before now.
Okay, ma'am. Can you give me a description of the boat?
It's a 16-foot open boat.
And what color is it?
It's white and it's fiberglass.
And what type of engine did it have on it?
A 20 horsepower outboard.
And what equipment did he carry?
Well, they always carry everything they're supposed to.
They have spear gas, flares, oars, bailers, and they always wear their floater suits and jackets, even if it's warm.
And who was he with?
His friends, Frank Poole and John Kettle.
And what's the weather like in your area right now?
Well, the wind has really breezed up from the south, and it's foggy in patches and raining sometimes. That's why I'm worried. They should have been here by now.
I'm going to start a search right now. I was wondering if you can just hold the line for 1 minute while I call the radio station, please.
Okay.
St. John's Coast Guard Radio.
Yes, okay, this is Brian Stone, Marine Rescue Center. Wonder if you can do an emergency broadcast for me. Overdue open boat. 3 people on board.
Out of Kings Cove, departed at noon.
Okay.
They were bound to Deer Island, Bonavista Bay.
That was a 16-foot white fiberglass boat, 20 horsepower outboard motor.
And also, the Sir Wilfrid Grenfell is supposed to be in the area. I wonder if you can give her a call and tell her to get underway towards the area.
Okay.
And I'll send him a hard copy as soon as I can.
Okay, I have that fine. I'll do that now. Pan, 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 pan. All stations, all stations, all stations. This is St. John's Coast Guard Radio. St. John's Coast Guard Radio. St. John's Coast Guard Radio. Reported overdue 1 6-foot open boat.
St. John's Coast Guard Radio, this is Mr. Wilfrid Grenfell on 2-4, go ahead, over.
Search and rescue would like for you to get underway and proceed to the area with a hard copy to follow. How on that, over?
St. John's Coast Guard Radio, Coast Guard ship Sir Wilfrid Grenfell, register. I have that all okay. Senior. Yes, Senior, we got a Sarco. We need 4 engines and thrusters right away. Okay, thank you.
Captain here.
Yes, sir. Third officer, sir. We have a Sarco.
Roger, I'll be right up. What have we got, Brian? I got it laid on slave, starboard side. Okay, mate, let everything go.
Fore deck, after deck, let everything go. Fore and aft, let everything go.
Rescue gun again, they're Captain Peddle speaking.
Well, Brian Stone, the Marine Rescue Center in St. John.
Okay, what's up?
I have a briefing message for you. You ready to copy?
All right.
Number 1, request you proceed and search for an overdue open boat.
Overdue open boat, okay. Just stand by. Jeff, could you page your standby crew, please? Yep.
Yeah, Tower, Rescue 301, we'll clear your zone to the east of tonight.
Yeah, Rescue 301, have a good day, clear on.
301.
Marine Rescue Center.
Yes, St. John's Coast Guard Radio here.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, the Grenfell is underway. CM Marine vessel Miss Jacqueline 4 has responded to the pan broadcast. She's off at Cape Bonavista.
All right, can you ask the Miss Jacqueline 4 to proceed to Kings Cove and do a track line search from Kings Cove to Deer Island, please?
Okay, no problem. I'll do that now.
Take back the gears, roll, search and rescue.
St. John's Coast Guard Radio.
Yes, the Marine Rescue Center. I wonder if you can get hold of the Leonard J. Cowley for me and ask him to proceed on SAR case 227.
Okay.
Leonard J. Cowley. Leonard J. Cowley. Charlie Golf 29er 59er. Charlie Golf 29er 59er. This is St. John's Coast.
RC Halifax, Rescue 301.
Rescue 301.
Okay, we have what appears to be the search object in sight. The Grenfell is within half a mile. I'm going to call him on FM and get him directed over here.
It seemed like we were hanging on to that boat forever. Although the Coast Guard fellows that found us said it was only a couple of hours.
Look back after him, Hill. Hold on to him, Doug. Ready for the next one, mate.
They were the longest hours of my life, hanging on with Frank, and always wondering about John. They searched for John for 3 days with the local boats and the Coast Guard Auxiliary and the Grenfell before they handed the search over to the RCMP as a missing persons case. All they found was his floater jacket. I wish he had zipped it up. That was the worst day of my life. I never thought it could happen to me.
A lot of things helped in the completion of this case. The individuals involved had a sail plan. Their families on the island knew when they were leaving and when to expect them. The family knew the details of the boat, its color and length, how many were on board, what equipment they were carrying, and most importantly, what they were wearing, because they always wore their floater suits or jackets. When the boat didn't arrive, the family notified search and rescue immediately to allow for the search to be initiated. Personal flotation devices, PFDs, were worn, although the third boater's unzipped floater jacket did not provide him adequate flotation. The individuals stayed together and with their swamped boat, exerting themselves as little as possible. A boat is much easier to spot from the water and from the air than a person. Resources were tasked and on the scene shortly after the incident and worked together in a coordinated search effort, which greatly enhanced the individual's chances of recovery. As you have seen, the search and rescue organization is far-reaching, complex, and costly, but it serves a very necessary purpose. Each time an alert or call is received, resources of all types go into action. This too is the case for any prank or false distress calls received. Using resources for false distress calls makes them unavailable to respond to a real incident. This costs lives, and it may be yours or one of your family members, because yes, it could happen to you.